that doesn't want to make a big deal about it, that will buy it. Will you get it at the spot value? No. When you buy coins, you buy them high, and when you sell them, you buy them. You sell them for less. That's just the way it works in that system. However, look at where gold has gone from, for example, when we called the gold bull run in 2001, when it was selling at $275 an ounce, and now it's trading for roughly what? $1,260. So even with that little fluctuation of selling less than when you bought it at the spot at that time, it's not going to make a big deal. And by the way, we just heard from Nouriel Roubini, who they call Dr. Doom. Well, I don't know if it's Dr. Doom or Dr. Dumb, because in 2009 he said, quote, gold has no intrinsic value, and that possibly it could go to over $1,100 an ounce. And as I mentioned, now we're at 1,260. And he's saying that it's nonsense, and people are crazy if they think it's going to go to 2,000 an ounce. So I guess you could say I'm talking nonsense and that I'm crazy, because we believe gold is going to go to 2,000 and possibly beyond.
Okay, thanks for the call. Yeah, I mean, as you were saying, Gerald, we saw the protests in France yesterday. They're just going to keep raising the age of retirement through these austerity measures. So using gold as a kind of pension is a really good idea for people. With regard to tax, they already tax the sale of silver in the United Kingdom. So, governments have that option always open to them. You mentioned Nouriel Roubini. I mean, isn't the case that Roubini and Krugman and all these people, the happy clappers, have suddenly now changed their tune, and they're the doomsayers, when people like yourself, Gerald, and Bob Chapman and others have been communicating the same message for years, whereas these more mainstream talking heads have suddenly just changed their tune to jump on the bandwagon?
Well, it's very clear, Paul. Again, it's Harvard, Princeton, Yale. You look at their credentials and their pedigree. It's one big circle jerk. It's always them. Listen, how blind or stupid can people be if they can't see it in front of their eyes? Look where they're all from. Whether it's the President of the United States, the President of the Federal Reserve, or a stacked Supreme Court. What kind of imbecile could actually buy into the line that we have a Supreme Court of real justices when it's stacked with Harvard and Yale? And you know why it's stacked like that? I'll make it really clear. Because they're better than we are. They live better than we are. They take more than we have, and they live higher than we do. Look at Hillary Clinton. Look at the rest of them. Every time they go to a foreign country, they arrive in a jumbo jet. They wave from the door, and by the time they get down to the bottom, they roll out a red carpet and strike up a band. You think they have an attitude?
Brian in South Carolina, you're talking to Gerald Celente, trendsresearch.com. Go ahead.
Hello, Gerald. How are you doing? Boy, y'all covered so much, I don't know where to start. I was trying to think of a good question and a good topic, but I know you're a trends guy, so I'll stick with that. One of the trends that I'm concerned about as a Christian, as a biblical Christian, the situation down in Florida with the guy burning the Korans. The basic institution of Christianity, from a biblical perspective, is to share your faith with others. And no man shall come into the Father except by me. That's Jesus saying, there's only one path to heaven, and that is me, talking about himself, of course. I know if you were to go to Israel right now and you shared your faith with the Jews, they'd put you in jail. It's not allowed. It's illegal. If you go to Saudi Arabia, you'd be lucky to get out of there with your head. In the United States, I think what the guy's doing down there is bad, because I don't know where he's going to go now to try to share his faith with these people. He says that the Koran's junk. I don't read it, so that ought to tell you something. but I think he may have messed his witness up. I know as a Southern Baptist, a couple of years ago, a contract was signed with Rome. It is actually illegal or against, the agreement was that the Southern Baptists would not proselytize Roman Catholics. And as a trend, how long do you think Christianity has left to be biblically what it is and to share its faith before they start enforcing these laws which the United Nations have on the books to make it illegal to share your faith in a way that's not politically correct?
We'll get Gerald's answer after the break. We're coming up on a hard break here. Stay tuned for the final segment of the Alex Jones Show here with Gerald Celente of the Trends Research Institute. PrisonPlanet.tv. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
How well and how fast does Heart and Body Extract work to improve blood circulation? Listen.
My name is Ellis, and I am 66 years old, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed as having clogged arteries. I had 70% blockage in one artery leading to my heart. They wanted me to go on Plavix, but I refused, knowing the negative side effects.
Heart and Body Extract is a unique balance, synergy, and proportion of herbs reaching from head to toe at maximum absorption around 95% at the cellular level.
Within the first month, I felt a dramatic difference. The heaviness in my legs was reduced, and within 2 months, I felt completely normal.
Your natural organic herbal formula for heart health is Heart and Body Extract. Heart and Body Extract comes with a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract. Call 866-295-5305, 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
So you think the massive Gulf oil leak won't affect the air you breathe? Think again. Benzene, a toxic gas emitted from crude oil and a known carcinogen, is now airborne, traveling hundreds, even thousands of miles inland. Whether you live near the Gulf or not, benzene and other volatile organic compounds could cause adverse reactions to those living inside your home. NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, came to airfiltersandpurifiers.com for answers on how to clean the air on boats aiding in the Gulf cleanup. Do what NOAA did. Contact airfiltersandpurifiers.com and ask about the HealthMate Plus. The HealthMate Plus is capable of trapping 99.97% of all polluting particulates. Buy the HealthMate Plus today with no tax, free shipping, a 5-year warranty, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. GCN listeners get a 5% discount by using promo code GCN. Call 800-499-2418 or go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com, your trusted advisor for clean air.
We took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the
Final segment of the Alex Jones Show on this Wednesday, the 8th of September. We're talking to Gerald Celente of the Trends Research Institute. Gerald, I think we covered the Quran issue earlier, but do you have any brief comments for the previous caller?
Well, you know, I do, in a sense that I want to read this from this is from my book, Trends 2000. This was written, actually, in 1995. We talked about, I mentioned Crusades 2000. This is what we wrote back 15 years ago. The seeds of the new Crusades were sown in areas of Africa, the Middle East, Eastern Europe, and Asia. throughout the Muslim world, devout masses, politically repressed and impoverished, were rising up against their endemically corrupt and inefficient secular governments with their pro-Western alliances. Imperialism, directly or indirectly, took the blame for the poverty, the lack of opportunity, and the social and moral decay. Disenfranchised, desperate, politically powerless, Muslims in many countries look to charismatic clerics to change their destiny. And that's what you have. And we said this time we talk about the last crusades fought by the Christians, but this time the God of record will be called Allah, and the sanction will come from Islamic clerics. It's called foreign policy.
Amazing. That's sure to get more people calling in. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. I'm going to be selfish and jump in with probably a final question here. Gerald, you mentioned earlier about the all transactions over $10,000 having to be reported to the IRS. We've got Greece. Yeah, we got Greece from 2011 banning all cash transactions over €1,500. We've got Mexico and Italy doing the same, banning large cash transactions. Why are governments around the world cracking down on cash?
Because they're trying to get as much money as they can from us for taxes. They don't want cash transactions going on at all because they won't be able to steal more from us. And it's also a move toward trying to keep things under control when the great crash of 2010 happens and the dollar won't be worth a dime nor many of the other currencies. And that's why I'm 80% invested in gold, and the rest of my cash is spread between Canadian dollars, U.S. dollars, and Swiss francs. Because to me, the Swiss are the money cockroaches of the world. They're not going anywhere. And for my cash, all I want to do is break even. And on my goal, that's my wild card. So the governments are going to be looking to squeeze every penny they can. As you mentioned about what happened with the strikes yesterday in the UK and France against austerity measures, these aren't austerity measures. It's called robbing the people to take all their money and to give it to the bankers. That's what an austerity measure is.
Exactly. Frank in New York, probably final caller. Quick question for Gerald Celente, please. Go ahead, Frank in New York.
Hey, Warrior. I was just wondering if Gerald believes that instead of, we always have to save for the future, put into individual retirement accounts, invest in gold, the whole works. But the Social Security and social programs, I mean, you said that, we should become
We got 30 seconds. What's your question? Go ahead quickly, please.
Okay, what do you think of the social safety nets? Don't you think we should expand them? Don't you think we should give more money back?
Okay,
well,
Gerald?
Where are we going to get the money? Of course, it would be wonderful. We don't have the money, and you don't have enough people working into it, and you're still going to get your retirement money, but it's not going to be able to buy much.
Okay, thanks, Gerald. We're out of time on the Alex Jones Show. Stay tuned. Endgame rebroadcast. We're going to wrap it up. PrisonPlanet.tv.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.